G'day folks, and welcome back to Sydney Retro MTB. A bit of a different video today. I'm just doing a video on a custom made Gt Rts 2. Now, I hadn't filmed any of the footage of the build back in the day because I didn't have my YouTube channel and I just took some pictures, so there is no video on this, but I just wanted to show you the transformation and a little bit of history about the bike. So as a kid in 1994, the GT Team RTS and RTS1 and RTS2 came out. This was slapped all over my bedroom wall as a kid, so always loved the bike. One of my good mates got us. He actually got a black RTS1, or it might have been the Team, just like this one, which is a picture here of Rob Warner, who's obviously UK downhill legend, Red Bull TV presenter. But yeah, Rob started out after leaving Saracen. He got a deal with MB UK, so Mountain Biking UK, and yeah, started racing for them on the GT RTS Team version. So again, Rob being a little bit of a wild man, he kind of appealed to me as I was a younger kid, and yeah, you know, I had the posters all over my room. And like I say, my mate in my hometown actually had one of these bikes, so I just lusted after them for so long. They were epic. Some were made in America, most of them were, but the one which I'm going to show you, I think mine was made in Taiwan. It was a lower frame. I didn't know that until a couple of years ago. I thought everything was made in America, but you can have made in America and designed in America. But I think the one which I am going to show you now, the actual framework is a little bit of a lower grade. But yeah, as you can see, Rob there, just doing an awesome skid, and the photo was taken by Steve Burr, so thanks Steve. So yeah, the story goes, I was actually just cruising through a local bike shop and in Sydney and noticed this in the back room, which had been there for donkey's years, covered in spider webs and dust, had the wrong forks on it for the era, everything was just wrong, and basically just approached the shop owner Ben, really nice guy, and basically just said, hey look, can we do a deal, just want to buy the frame. So as you can see from the pictures here, it's nothing like too bad, but it was kind of, the frame was kind of pitted, the shock had blown, all the parts on it were not original, and like I say, it'd been collecting dust, and actually it'd been out in the rain, there was no proper cover over it as well. So, you know, it had a hard life. Here we have the SDG Bel Air saddle, not periodically correct, but this did actually stay with me for my GT Zascar project. I think this is the indication here with the actual type of frame material that it was made over in Taiwan. Yeah, I'm not sure what the actual higher grade aluminium was on the Team RTS. Comment in the comments below if you know what that was. And I think here the actual serial number as well kind of gives it away. Maybe anything beginning with H. That possibly is the indication for overseas manufacturing. As you can see here, the rear swing arm was missing the original bolt, and just had a bolt through there on the linkage, and that's just a view from the other side. It was also missing the original GT cable hanger and bolts. So later on I did actually manage to find an original GT one and slap it on, which is cool. Here it is, I was just at work and collected the bike on my lunch break and put it in the back of the car. Got it home and kind of dusted a bit of the cobwebs off as much as I could before giving it a wash, and then we had the stripping of the frame process and the shock. The next few images are just going to show you the state of the frame condition and the bolts, and basically what needed to be done to it. I spent probably not all in one go, but most probably I spent a good like 40 or 50 hours essentially stripping this back down, and taking the decals off, took the bushings out and put new bushings in, polished the frame up to a very, very high level, and yeah, started the custom build from there. But yeah, I'll just let you have a look through these pictures here of the state of the frame when I first bought it. Like I said in the previous voiceover, yeah, I needed to find a new hanger, and I actually found a original GT one, which was pretty cool. So there you go, that's the original. And this is just a stage of yeah, polishing the back end up. I'd not actually sanded back and polished a frame up for about 20 years, so this was actually the first project that I'd done. Still a little bit rough, but you can see the back end to the front triangle of the actual polish difference. The next clip here, I always use Mountain Bike Suspension Centre in Sydney, so they did a full rebuild on the Nolene shock, and yeah, I actually bought some new internals from it from overseas, from Nolene, and they installed it for me, which was super good. The next image is actually the draft copy from Retro Decals over in the UK, so they did some new decals for me. And yeah, I found this pretty cool Shimano XTR. It's not original, but it was just a super cool carbon fibre print, and I put that on the chainstay. And here's just a few shots going through with the anodized bolts there, with the frame polished up, the decals on. Got some XTR M900 cranks on there, which is pretty sweet. And yes, I put some spin wheels on. So I'd wanted spin wheels again since I was a kid. Bit gutted actually. I actually had to sell them a few years ago to fund some new projects, and I wish I hadn't done, but you know, needs must at the time. Maybe one day I'll buy another pair again, but they were in really, really good condition, but a guy in Australia bought them. And yeah, I actually just wanted to put these pictures in as well, because I had a little bit of feedback at the time of putting these pictures up on the Australian forum and some global pictures. Everyone was asking me why I didn't put like full XTR M900 on there. It's because I didn't have the full group set at the time, and only had the XTR M950, which is in grey. So I wanted to keep everything silver, so I used the slightly later XT products on the build just to keep everything silver. Found a nice Core Elite stem, new old stock in the box. And then also as well, I managed to find on eBay a RockShox first generation suspension seat post, which is super cool because it's the perfect size for the frame. Here's just some model shots of the spin wheels in the garden with some new Panaracer smoke and dart tyres, which I got from White Cycles, I think they're down in Melbourne. These are the new reissue from Panaracer, so these aren't the original ones, but these are the brand new set of the reissued version. They're super sweet, super skinny though. I think they're 2.0 or 1.9 or something like that, so a bit too skinny for me. But yeah, got a Tektro brake booster on there with some titanium bolts, Chris King headset and some Judy SLs. I did actually have the periodically correct M900 titanium cassette on there, which I slapped onto the spins. Some Odyssey triple traps, which actually Jason McCraw used to use in 1994. These bars aren't periodically correct, these are just some Answer Moto bars. I don't know, they just kind of went with the build. And yeah, I went out into Newtown, where I was kind of living at the time. I was living around that area in Sydney, and kind of did a few glory shots up against some of the old fibro wooden shacks down some alleyways, just to try and give them a bit of edge. Obviously, with any photo these days, try and keep your cranks level, your pedals level, your any writing on the wheel, try and have everything lined up, and on the tyres have your logo hanging above the valve. Just little kind of tricks of the trade when you're doing your photographs. But yeah, just sit back, enjoy a couple of these pictures. Marvin the Martian there. So some amazing artwork around Newtown, some graffiti. So go and check it out if you are actually in Sydney. Just take a walk around Newtown, it's super cool. So this is actually quite good. I actually have always submitted photos to Vital MTB, and yeah, I actually got Bike of the Day for this build. As this video is being recorded now in June 2024, I think I've got 6 or 7 Vital MTB bikes of the day, and what you're about to see next is the clip from GMBN. Funny how they actually chose the non-drive side picture for the video, as that's a big no-no for most of the time with GMBN. So I'll just leave you with the video for GMBN with the boys frothing over it, and yeah, thank you for watching. I know it's been a bit of a long video just with some pictures, but like I said, I wasn't filming at the time because I didn't have my YouTube channel, but I hope you enjoyed the pictures, and yeah, enjoy the boys giving the bike a review, and it's super nice.
Cool. Rastery colours.
It is, isn't it?
Lads,
oh, he's super nice. Yeah, go on. Because
Nice.
I really like the next one. I'm already a step ahead.
Oh my
Whoa,
god.
Yes!
Neil's
It's the spins.
freaking out right
Dude,
now.
these were my dream bike. But the Team RTS, RTS2 was like the was all right, but it wasn't a Team RTS.
Yeah.
Team RTS with spin wheels.
Oh my God.
A friend of mine at school had one. Couldn't believe it because it was the dream. They had hardly any travel, but that was when
would you like to
GTs
honk
were like
this?
the coolest thing
Yeah, they
ever.
were.
I mean,
Full
the
XT
LTS
group
was
set as well.
probably my favourite. The LTS DH is still a dream bike, but that was...
Super nice. And a
Nice.
perfect place to end the bike hole this week because it's not going to get better than that.
No way.
That was some
gem.
good. That was some good bikes.
Yeah, I really like
It's
that.
got the
RTS.
JMC sticker on
He's still
the
going.
box.
He's still on it.
We can't stop him, but it is the end of the show, so we're going to leave Neil to just delve into that photo. Lads, thanks for turning up and doing the
Pleasure.
Dirt Shed. Great fun. Thank you guys for watching. Let